My name is Moses Banda. Been one of the sponsored child under CCF. I started being sponsored by CCF from grade 1. We used to be happy, like when you're given foodstuffs, when you're still young, you'd be happy to get something like shoes, under CCF. Then in grade 5, that's when I realized to say, oh, this guy is also paying my school fees. And that's the time I noticed to say, these guys I think are doing a great job, both to me and to my family, because they are paying what my father could not manage. Biologically, we're 5 in the family, but not all of us, our father could pay for and to go to school. So that's how Child Fund came in and started sponsoring us. From grade 1 up to grade 9, they were paying the full amount of school fees. And during Christmas time, we'd also receive some foodstuffs, hampers, even school shoes. Then grade 10 to 12, Child Fund started paying 75% of my school fees, and my parents used to pay 25%. And for me, to be who I am now is because of Child Fund. I'm married, and I've got 2 girls. The firstborn of my babies, Cecilia Lukundo Banda, and the second one is Ida Banda. So I've got 2 kids, both girls, and a wife. Wow, I can't really remember the name of my sponsor, but one thing I can remember is that he was a male. So we used to write each other letters, much to do with my school. He used to ask me how is school, things like that. And he was also asking me like, how many are you in your family? Then he would also tell me how many kids he had by then. Yeah, so actually that's all I know about my sponsor. Then the other thing is, if I can remember properly, we also used to interact in such a way that we built a very strong relationship in such a way that it could not pass like 2 or 3 months without him writing to me and me writing back to him. So I think I am who I am today because of the great sponsorship which I received, and because of the strong relationship that we built together. So I've continued to have that passion for school, and of course to finish school to grade 12 and be who I am today. Wow, it's because of the sponsorship which I received from Child Fund, to be specific, from my sponsor. So this has been more comfortable to me because of that. If it wasn't him, definitely by now I don't know the type of life I could have been leading. So I'm very thankful to my sponsor and to the big organization which is Child Fund now. I can also talk about the type of living that we go through in our community. Like I personally, it hasn't been easy for me to be where I am, but I would still encourage all my friends to put in more effort. Okay, it doesn't matter where you're coming from, what you're doing. You might be doing some casual type of works, but as long as you have that passion, okay? Everything that we do, we have to love it. When you love whatever you're doing, definitely to grow bigger, and one day, who knows, you might be somebody very important in life. So my encouragement to all of you guys is that whatever you are doing, you might be cleaning in an office, but as long as you love what you're doing, okay? Next time or one day in life, you're going to be somebody in the future. Because you cannot just have everything on the silver plate, no. Okay? You have to put in more effort to be who you want to be in life, what you want to do, and of course, love what you're doing. Because even for me to be where I am, it hasn't been easy, even to be at Radisson Blu Hotel. There, when you take your application, you might not be considered that easily. But first you have to go through piecework. When it's busy, they would call you to say, okay, come and work. But when you're working there, you show everybody to say you love what you're doing and you're hardworking. When there will be that vacancy, that's when maybe they will tell, might even consider you to say, okay, bring your papers now. Okay? What I believe in is love what you do, because it's not just easy. If you go around the community, you'd find a lot of guys abusing alcohol, they are smoking around. Then you think in 10 years' time, what are they going to achieve? Okay? So let us also have self-discipline. Even if you are doing casual type of work, you really want to be maybe an accountant, you can still be saving that money so that in one time, okay, you can pursue that career which you want. It starts from a very small till you grow big in life, because everybody still want to grow financially, personally. Even where I am, I'm not very comfortable. I still want to grow up. Okay? I still want to do something better or something greater that each and every person will be looking at me and say, okay, this is what Moses has done. Even the background you see to say, this guy was like this, he's now like this, but now is this. So that is the type of hard working we want to have in our community. Let us not resolve ourselves into beer drinking, okay, smoking. That will just put a stop on our lifestyle. But the moment we have a vision, we know what we want to do in life, definitely, we'll be all great people. And you also have a story to tell, to say, I think I was also like this. And you'll be also able to encourage relatives, community people to say, let's have this type of life. Okay? What I don't believe in is somebody just becoming rich in a very short time. Then people will even start suspecting to say, where has he gotten that money? But even you, when you have a vision, you know what you want to do, you can start from the ground or from the scratch and be who you want to be. My encouragement to the sponsored children now is that they should just focus and concentrate on their education, because this sponsorship that we are receiving, you don't know what might happen, but if you only do your part of concentrating to school, definitely, no matter what happens in life, you can still do great things that maybe somebody hoped you to do in life. So let's not just be receiving like hampers from these people, but let us also build a great relationship with them so that they know what we are doing. My encouragement to the sponsored children is that they should just concentrate more on their school. Let us avoid indulging ourselves into beer drinking, peer pressure, and let us also avoid bad friendships, so that we just concentrate on our school. Because the moment we do that, it will be good for our future. So let us also write each other letters. In this case, I'm talking about the people who are sponsoring us. Let us concentrate on that one. Let us exchange photos so that they know what we are doing. And also, just to put more effort on school, because these people who are sponsoring us, they might not be there tomorrow, but let us utilize the time that we have now, so that even our time, even if they are not there, we'll still be focused with what we are doing. Actually, like to my side also, it's not just easy to be where I am, but it's because of a focus. I'm a focused person, and I always know what I want. So if even my colleagues can also take up that challenge and make sure that whatever they want in life, they focus more on that one, it will be good for them. My future plans also is not just to sit idle in our community, because I know for me personally to be who I am, it was not easy, because it's because of the sponsorship which I've been getting. But my plans are also that when I'm doing fine in future, I should be able to adopt maybe 1 or 2 children whom I can be sponsoring, so that maybe in future they can also tell a story. Because I know there are a lot of people in our community, especially fathers who are not doing fine, and if only maybe in future I can take up that challenge just to help 1 or 2 children in my lifetime, I think for me it would be a great one. Because in our community, very few people are doing fine. Actually, it's not all of them that are going to school. So if maybe I can also start taking one of the children in our community, maybe 2, to school from grade 1 to maybe grade 10 or 12 if possible, that would be great for me. So it's one of my plans in future.